Drill 92.3, Bootleg Kev DJ Hed.
West Coast.
Special guest here. Me and Hed have known this guy for a very long time. DJ Mustard.
What's the deal?
Mustard, man. How you feeling? The new single is out, Pure Water.
I'm feeling pretty good, man. My sinus is kicking in, but I'm feeling pretty good.
Now, I know you and wifey have been at it for a while, and I just got married, so I need some advice. How do I...
I'm engaged. I'm not married.
Well, I know, but you and your girl been together for
yeah, we've been together for like 9 years.
That's what I'm saying. You married.
Don't waste your time,
let's keep it a buck.
Can't help him.
Y'all be tripping?
No, I mean my girl. She's Latina. So she's she'll come with a knife. But I'm just curious.
Man.
Like you've had a very long, beautiful relationship. What's some advice you would give somebody who's just going down that hallway of love, if you will? Pause.
Just agree to everything.
Agree to everything.
Damn.
Yeah.
Just like pick and choose your battles, maybe.
Yeah. Don't. Yeah.
Somebody else told me that too.
Yeah.
That's the key.
That's it.
That's why I'm fucked up.
Happy wife, happy life, right?
Exactly. That was better than agree to everything. Yeah.
Damn. Even if you know she's wrong.
Yeah, they're never wrong.
They can't be.
That's bullshit. I can't do that. I'm single. Y'all not.
Good luck.
So.
I mean,
yeah.
They're never wrong. Good luck trying to prove them wrong.
You had a crazy year last year. Congratulations. I really feel like 10 Summers as a label really made its
appreciate that, man.
Like a huge step last year. Obviously, Ella Mai is just an incredible talent. Had an incredible year. You know, how are you? How is the label thing going? Obviously, it's going great, but I feel like last year you guys really, it was the best year yet for 10 Summers as a label.
Yeah, I think it's going good. I mean, Ella's definitely winning and having a good year for herself, and this next year will be good. I'm hoping. My stuff is gonna come. I was never signed to myself until now.
Okay.
So
shit.
This year all of my stuff is coming out on 10 Summers as well. So it should be pretty good. I look forward to all the stuff that's coming. We got nominated for a Grammy, or 2 Grammys. So hopefully we bring that home.
Yeah.
I feel like where did you find Ella Mai? Because I feel like a lot of people, obviously, who are maybe generic Mustard fans, might not expect you to be the guy behind the girl who's kind of bringing like some real traditional R&B back. Because I feel like that was a space that was missing in R&B.
I found her. My girl found her. She found her on Instagram and sent it to me. She told me about it at the house, and I was just like, you should look at this girl. I always wanted to sign a girl, and I just couldn't. I dealt with a few girls trying to sign them. Didn't work out. And she just showed me her, and she was like, you should check her out. And I was like, whatever. Got in the car, I was on my way to the studio, and she sent it to me again, like, you really should, check her out. And I just DM'd her, and then I was sister.
So wifey's never wrong.
She's an A&R, and she's never wrong.
She got a plaque off of that. My girl got a plaque.
She better, but she better have all the plaques.
Yeah, she got a ring. No, I'm just, I wasn't for that. But.
So you were saying before that you weren't signed to yourself. So I remember.
Nah.
At one point in time, you put out a project. Was it through Google Play?
I was signed to Roc Nation as an artist.
Okay.
And once I got my own label, Jay Brown kind of set me up to like do what I felt as an executive.
Mm-hmm.
And I was just like, I want to sign to myself. And he was like, all right, cool. And I was like, I'll still be managed by you guys as well. And he was like, cool. And that's really how that happened. But that album was on Roc Nation, and it came out like it was like a Google Play type of thing.
Well, thanks, because I'm like one of the only people who rock with the Android.
Wow.
So I was like, hey, Mustard.
That was really crazy.
Just for the Galaxy culture.
He's definitely the green bubble homie.
Wow.
I'm the green bubble, green bubble gang,
homie.
bro. You
That's
know what
sick.
I mean?
Yeah.
So Pure Water with the Migos. Obviously, not the first time you've worked with those guys. Yeah, I feel like Want Her's like a low key classic.
Yeah, first time for me and Offset and Takeoff. Not the first time for me.
For you and Quavo.
Me and Quavo, yeah. Me and Quavo got a cool homie relationship. So
yeah. Talk about the music you're working on right now and what's the album sounding like, because I feel like you've evolved as a producer, just the sounds that you've like started to incorporate into your beats, and just kind of like I feel like when you first came out, you were kind of boxed in as like that West Coast guy, but you've broken down those barriers for years now. Where are you moving sonically with the new shit?
Sonically, I'm just doing hip hop and R&B. You won't hear any no disrespect, you won't hear any more EDM shit from me.
Thank you. I mean, that's not the shit we want to hear from you.
Yeah,
we keep
right.
it a buck.
I kind of understand that now. So I think my mind is in the right place as far as what I want people to hear. I'm not trying to do anything outside of what I've already done. I'm trying to do it better. and just kind of stay focused on like, you know, the R&B with like Ella and like the ratchet hip hop, and just, you know, trying to push the boundaries with like how far we can take our LA sound and our ratchet, whatever people would call it, ratchet, ghetto music, whatever it is. Just trying to be the best at that.
The mustard sound. Let's be honest. It's your sound.
Yeah, you got a sound for sure. Why the backpedal off the EDM shit?
I just felt like I got so much more unfinished business over here that I didn't. You know, I was trying to get over there just to do shows and shit, and it's like that's not like I need money. I don't need the money to do the shows.
I know. I follow you.
Not like that, but it's not like I need to do that, and I like it. I think it's cool, but it's just not me, and it's not.
Well, like, yo, Mustard's doing festivals with.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like we should be able to do festivals with our own
with
music.
your own shit. Yeah, no, I think
what we make. I don't think those people came to see me play the EDM stuff. They came to hear me play my radio records and my hits that people know me for, and I think it throws kids and people off when I'm playing that type of music.
Yeah, I feel that.
That's crazy. You know, we had YG up here when the album came out last year. And, you know, I feel like My Crazy Life is top 5 West Coast album ever.
Damn, West Coast album ever?
Ever.
That's
I think
amazing.
it's definitely top 5.
Sure.
But I felt like when you guys had that little falling out, and then, you know, the second album came out with no mustard beats, it was like, damn. It was like heartbreaking for the fans, and you know, it was such a beautiful thing to have y'all, you know, put your differences behind you and move forward as homies and as obviously on the artist side. That period of time where you like when he put his album out and you weren't on it, like I know you guys were kind of beefing at the time, but did you kind of feel like, damn, like that's like I really wish I wish I could have had some shit on that.
We were back cool when that album before the album came out.
It was just maybe during the making of the album.
Yeah, it was like right when he was getting done with the album. That's when we got back cool. And I'm always gonna be like, damn, I wish I was a part of it, but it wasn't like, you know, he had to do his own thing. You know, just like me, I had to do my own thing, and I respected it, and he did good. So,
is there ever gonna be a Mustard Ty YG album?
Hopefully, man. We can't get Ty to get in the studio. So if anybody ever sees Ty out, you just tell him.
I feel like he's always in the studio.
He's in the studio, but we can't never get it. I mean, it's not just Ty, it's all of us. Like one day I hit them both, and I was like, let's go to the studio tonight, like old days, no excuses. Ty was like, I'm in Big Bear, and YG was like, I'm in Vegas, and I was like, okay, well, I killed that. So you know, it's just like it's always times like that. Everybody's always doing stuff. So when we can get in the studio, we have songs recorded though.
I'm sure you guys already got a ton of songs you're sitting.
You got a little EP put together, right? Maybe
with them
enough.
Yeah,
enough records.
I'll probably have like 30, 40 songs. With them. I just don't think we have the right songs. I don't know. We haven't sat down and like every time we go in the studio, it's not for that. It's just more so just to work.
You guys like got to go in like, all right, guys, we're gonna make a project.
We talk about it every time we're in the studio, but it's like, you know, we never sit down and like, this is what we're doing. And obviously everybody doing albums and stuff like that. So,
do you have a favorite Mustard production?
Probably Boot Up and Trip. Those might be because it was more so like I wanted to do the whole 2018 for me was like showing people that I could like produce music without my tag, and you know, people not to blame all my success on a tag. You know what I'm saying? So, and those are just like the more musical side of myself. So,
yeah. Did Boot Up? Because when Boot Up dropped, I remember it was a lot of people who was kind of like iffy. Yeah, on R&B as far as from you. I think that's that's what gets me going. That's like what drives me. It's like when I first came out, you know, Rack City, there was no tempos and 90s and 100 BPM. Everybody's like, what is this? And you know, it happens to work. So the fact that people are, you know, saying that she brought R&B, the real R&B back, and now it's good for people to play R&B back on the radio and stuff like that. That was my goal anyway. Did you feel like, because I felt like for a long time R&B kind of did not die, but it wasn't at the forefront,
right.
In music. Was that a goal of yours to try to push it back up, or? I
just knew I loved R&B music. I don't think that was a thought of mine. Like, man, I got to get this. I just knew that she's really talented, and I knew that if people seen what I seen in her when I first met her, that they would love her, and that music, the music that we did, is just translated to the world.
Because even Needed Me was Rihanna, right?
Yeah, but Needed Me is not like a traditional R&B song, I would say.
It's more like a ballad.
Yeah, it's like
it's like a swag song.
Yeah, that's the song you play at the end of the night at the club.
Yeah,
when that shit first came out, that's the shit you get the bitches just lit. That's that 1:55 a.m.
That's also like it's Rihanna. It's like that's a moment. It's definitely a moment. It's definitely a huge song. But I feel like, you know, Booed Up and Trip is like a different moment. And it's like she's new, it's fresh. It's nothing you ain't heard this type of R&B in a while. So, you know.
Hey, do you ever trip off credit? Like getting the credit that you deserve for your place?
I think people, you know, for whatever perception they have of me, I think they kind of like take away from my credit. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I don't know how to put this, and not to no disrespect to nobody, but you know, like Trip, you know, that was all played on Fruity Loops. That was all,
Damn.
You know, the keys were all played. I drew all those Fruity Loops. The beat was made in Fruity Loops. I called, you know, Quentin to come in and replay that because I know, you know, that I'm not the best keyboard player in the world.
Right.
So I'd rather draw something in and call somebody that's amazing and let them play it. And I think when people see, oh, Quentin, they automatically assume that he's the one that did it. And it's just, like, no, you know.
Your tag ain't even on the record.
But that was the brilliance of Dr. Dre, too.
Right, and that's what people don't understand. And it's the same thing with Booed Up. It's like, it's almost like people putting their head because of the music I made and because of my track record or whatever. It's like, oh, he couldn't have made that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But for me, it's just to keep proving people wrong and doing what I do.
Well, I'm saying as far as credit, like, because we've had this conversation numerous times, but I'm just saying, like, as far as especially on some West Coast or some LA shit, in the city, I mean, you, Ty, YG, in my opinion, and this is just me saying this, are responsible for the resurgence of our
you mean that credit?
Our entire scene, yeah. And you don't give a fuck about that shit?
I'm not tripping. I love the fact that, you know, you got guys like you that can say that, and people can say that about us. I think that's amazing. I think that's what we do it for us, you know, for people in our city to recognize what we did. But I also I think when you get caught up in that part of it, it's like that can fuck you up, and it's like you'll be like, man, I did this. You know, I made this, and I made this with Ty. You know, you guys don't see I did this. It's like with me, it's like, you know, I just paid off my house. I'm 28. I ain't.
It's a beautiful thing.
You know, I got nice cars. My kids is good. My family's good. I'm not in competition with anyone, and I want everybody in LA to win. So many new guys coming up, like Ron and Shoreline and One Take and Blueface, and, you know, all these new kids, Roddy Ricch.
Yep.
All these new kids that's coming up is like, you know, they remind me of like what we was doing. So I kind of try to. Oh yeah, it's great. I kind of try to grab them up, but, you know, like the perception, you know, people put in the air is like, that's why we as LA can't get in, you know, get in the same rim as like the down south.
Yeah.
Because nobody, it's always some bullshit. It's not even like a real thing. And the kids that's coming up, they really think that, you know, that they can get outshined, or I don't know if it's like outshined or like whatever it may be, but I also think that we just gotta all come together. We never gonna get nowhere if we don't really come together. And the egos, you know.
I'm glad you brought that up. We just
had
Exhibit up here, right? Yeah. And I asked him, why is there no succession on the West? Like,
I've seen that too.
You saw that shit? Yeah. And I mean, I didn't like his answer, because it was more like a dismissal of what can be done. Yeah. But I feel like y'all, like your generation and then the new generation, it's like y'all understood that early. It's like we can make more money together than we can apart. You know what I'm saying? And we can do more. But do you feel like we lack that on the West Coast or in LA, period?
100%.
Okay.
We don't, it's not enough unity. It's not enough. It's because, you know, with the kids, you know, like, you know, with like the younger generation, they might think that we trying to outshine them because we still in the game. Like, we still in it.
Yeah.
You know, like me right now, I wouldn't think Dr. Dre. Like, if Dr. Dre was like, yo, come over here, like, let me teach you some stuff, I would just go and let him teach me.
Right.
It wouldn't even be, I wouldn't even be thinking in my head that Dr. Dre is trying to get over on me or trying to, you know, I would more so think like, damn, this is the OG homie or this the big homie. He teaching me what I would love for him to teach me that type of shit, but that type of shit just don't exist over here. You know what I'm saying? We don't get that. We don't get, you know, I think everybody's just so separated, and I think that's what makes our younger generation, and even us, like me and YG, and we didn't fuck with nobody like that.
I know.
Like, we all are cool, and we see each other, and we're all cordial and stuff like that, but for the most part, we don't connect enough. You know what I'm saying? I think that I've tried to give everybody in LA a beat. There's not nobody in LA that didn't have a beat when I was at my scorching hottest time or whatever. I think that I've tried to, you know, do that, but I can't myself change that by myself. You know, it got to be everybody. And I think gang shit does
a little bit,
mix,
yeah.
You know, so, yeah.
Obviously, right now, you know, I feel like Blueface, one of the hottest dudes out of the city, and I feel like you guys would make some bangers together. Have you got an opportunity to work with Blueface?
I made a couple songs with Blueface. A lot. Nah, probably got 3 or 4, maybe 3. I did some stuff with Blueface. I did some stuff with Shoreline. I got a whole project coming out with 03. That's probably coming out next month.
Damn.
Who else? Shoreline said. Who else is Roddy? I did some stuff with One Take. I'll try to do stuff with all the young dudes, man, because I feel like if we just figured it out, we would just be so much bigger and so much further.
Facts.
And it's not about money. It is about the money. Everybody wants to get the money, and that's cool, but it's not about, you know, us reaching out as olders. And this is for all the older dudes that's 28. I mean, I'm not that old, but you know, the 28
I'm 31, man. You aging me right now,
you know, the 28-year-olds that's in it. It's not hard to reach down and just pull somebody up. It's not gonna stop your money.
Fact.
You're gonna be on just as well. So, you know.
Facts, man. All right, so Pure Water's out. Obviously,
Yes,
this is leading into an album, I'm assuming. Or we're just gonna do the single thing.
No. We definitely gonna bring a full project. Don't know when. Mostly done.
Who do you got on the project?
We got a couple. This might be my best. I hate when I say this because it sounds so generic, but this literally might be my best thing I've done. The biggest features I've had.
Bro, how you gonna get bigger? You already.
Nah, I mean, but you know, like usually, you know, when I do albums, it's like the hometown.
Yeah.
You know, it's nothing outside outside and nobody that's actually that big. You know, I think even for the first single, the Migos, it was like the first song "Won't Hurt" with Quavo was good.
That's just fire.
It was fire.
That's
but
just
I'm
fire.
saying it was so homey because it was YG. It's normal. It's like that's Mustard, YG, and Quavo. Oh, that's normal. I didn't think nobody thought I was gonna come out with a song with just the Migos. Yeah. I got a song with just Future. That's pretty tight. I got a song with never mind.
Man, just say it.
I can't say that one because this is ridiculous.
Oh, he's like, no, I'm not saying that one.
Yeah, but I got some good songs, like some really, really good songs. I'll play them for y'all behind the scenes. But,
okay.
I did see you when you doing your sets. You got your son up there.
Yeah,
and I like how involved you are in your kid's life because I'm glad that you showcased that. Yeah. I see you doing it. I see Q doing it, Schoolboy Q. I see like a couple of the homies that I know personally really showcasing fatherhood, and I like. I mean, I've told you that before, but I appreciate that type of shit because I feel like black people, minorities in general, get a bad rap when it comes to fatherhood.
I think because we all didn't have fathers.
Facts.
I don't know if all of us didn't have fathers, but I know a lot of us. You know, my dad was deported when I was 6, so
that's crazy.
You know, I had my uncle and he played the dad role. And he did a good job at it, so that taught me how to be there for my son and my daughter. And you know, I just want to be there regardless. I don't understand how that happhave I don't understand how a nigga can have a kid and not want to be in their life. You know, I'm my son's football coach. I never missed a football practice. I might have missed a football practice. I never missed a football game, ever.
As busy as you
as I am. I was flying jets back to LA just to get back in time. And Miko's my witness. Flying jets. I was not supposed to be flying jets. Business manager called me, why are you flying this jet? You just fly commercial. Flying jets back just to make it to my son's game because it meant that much. So I don't understand how that happens. You know, maybe my dad's case was he was trying to provide for my family, and you know, I respect it. But you know, other niggas that just have babies and just leave, I could never understand that.
I like that motivation too. I remember, speaking of which, I remember when you were about to have your son, and I talked to you about, I think we was on the phone or something, and you was trying to you was selling beats, and. Huh?
I said, for real?
Yeah. Oh. And it was like you had this desire. You wanted to get in the studio and sell some beats. You was like, yo, I'm gonna figure this shit out.
For sure.
By any means. You told me that, and I was like, okay, bet. And you were selling beats for $500.
Yep, that was it for sure.
And so I always tell people the story of going from that to where you are now. Is there a lesson in there that you could probably give to somebody that's looking at you right now?
The lesson is that was the lesson. The lesson was persistence and believing in yourself and never letting nobody tell you that was, you know, I was beyond persistent, man. I was doing all type of shit. I was DJing every weekend for YG, being his DJ, when he would leave the house, I was making beats at his house. I was sleeping on his couch in the garage. Nigga, I was making beats for whoever came by that I thought it was tight. I was just making beats, and that was just like, that's it. There is no like right or wrong to doing what you're doing. You just have to do it, and you can't have like, how some people like, I DJ on the side, or I make beats on the side. There's no side to the shit. It's either you in it or you not.
Facts.
And I chose to give up everything to be in it. So.
And you bought 1,000 acres in Bel Air or some shit. I just thought, bro, you gotta listen. Let me tell you something.
I got crazy.
I was talking to the homie, my manager, and I was like, yo, he just bought 1,000 acres in a stupid ass house with a water park in the back of that motherfucker.
Where the fuck are you living?
I don't live in Beverly Hills.
You got a crib in Vegas,
bro?
Nah,
he shit stupid.
I definitely want to get a crib in Beverly Hills. But
for what though? Yeah, I mean, like
no, I want to just do. I literally watch Defiant Ones. The Dr. Dre.
Yeah,
I watch that shit like maybe twice a week. The whole thing, twice a week, the same thing over and over and over. So I just follow his blueprint. There's no, there's nothing that I'm doing that's not what he hasn't done, and I'm just looking and just like, damn, we don't have no Jimmy Iovine, so I've really got to figure this shit out.
Fact.
We don't have nobody that's like.
To kind of lead you,
that's leading you the way. So I'm looking at that, and that's my Jimmy Iovine, to watch that shit and just be like, damn. So what can we do? Me talking to Miko every day and like trying to figure this shit out is like, that's what we doing every day. So the Ella shit is just a part of that. Even though Ella was before that, I just knew what I wanted to do. With all the shit, I know what I want to do. I know what I plan to do. I know what I'm into and what is the plan and what am I going for and what am I going after. So
what's up with RJ? Working on something?
RJ's cool, man. I think he's working on music right now. Yeah, he's working on music.
You talked about kind of coming together as artists. I know a lot of producers that are kind of moving right now that obviously are influenced by you. Shout out to the homie DA, who's been doing.
I like DA.
He's been making a lot of noise.
I never met him before, but I really like.
I was going to ask you, like, obviously, you could hear the Mustard influence in his beats, but I mean, he's kind of got a moment going right now.
It's amazing.
So I was just wondering if that's somebody like you have communicated with it all to try.
Nah, I never communicated with him. I like what he's doing. I don't have any like. Certain people would be like, he sounds. Somebody told me the other day, it was like, man, have you heard that Kid Ink song with Lil Wayne? It sounds like some shit you did. And I was just like, nah. And I was like, this is actually tight. And it was like, I heard DA, and I was like, ain't he from? He's from here, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like he's from.
You heard that Post Malone, the Wild song?
I love that song.
That shit's hard.
That DA made that?
No.
I'm
saying that's some shit. I can hear. He been in LA.
But that's what happens when you create. If you create a sound, you gotta expect people to take it. I know, from you knowing me earlier on, I used to be like, man, fuck these niggas. Yeah. I don't like none of these.
I remember that.
I'm not even, bro. I'm so far past that shit. I don't got time to be arguing with nobody.
Is there anybody that you haven't worked with that you want to?
I want to work with DA. I think that would be tight for the city. I just want to hang out with Dr. Dre. I don't really want to. I don't even give a fuck. I just worked with Lil Jon the other day.
Oh shit!
We did some good beats. But I really just want to hang with Dr. Dre. I don't really even want to hang with like. I'm not even like I talk to Jay-Z on the regular on my email and
Light Flex.
Yeah, like
is Jay-Z on the new Mustard album?
Nah, he's not on the Mustard album. But I mean, I'm sure if I figure it out, I'm gonna figure it out. So
that'd be crazy.
But yeah, I talk to him a lot, and those are the two people that I would want to be like around or like get game from.
Facts.
I think the ultimate like LA play for me was to hear like Beyonce on one of your beats.
Ooh,
for me, on some LA shit,
that'd be fire.
That would do it for me.
I think it's possible though. I don't think nothing's impossible. I think that we gotta just keep working.
Yo, Mustard, Pure Water's out.
Yes, sir.
Hopefully we're going to be getting an album soon.
Yeah.
Go support Ella Mai shit.
Most definitely.
Anything else coming down the pipeline for 10
Is Grammys
Summers?
voting still open? If it is, vote or it's close. Well, cheer for us, hopefully.
Hey, do you think we overdue for some shit, for real, some real accolades out here? Because you got Nip,
J-Rock,
J-Rock, like.
Yeah, I think we We are.
I mean, K-Dot is a given, but
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
I mean, but K-Dot is.
Kendrick got robbed that year. Macklemore won it.
Yeah, but Kendrick has brought so much back
2012.
for the coast. It's
Facts.
like,
Yeah,
I mean, what?
I want another one of the homies to get. I'm not satisfied with just Kendrick though.
I feel you.
I'll take you, Nip. I'll take
Shit,
whoever.
listen, if I get my shit, if me and Ella win, you can just get the cameras ready. I'm be doing backflips all up and down motherfucking.
We gonna hold you
wherever
to
the
that.
Figaro, wherever that Staples Center, you can see me doing backflips down there.
I want to see that shit.
So I'm telling
Bet.
you right now.
DJ Mustard, we appreciate you sliding through,
Yes,
bro.
sir. Appreciate
Let's
it,
go.
my
92.3.